to my message. He was talking about the prophetic on tonight. And in order for God to really begin to move, he was in the book of Acts. They were all in one place on one accord. And it was in worship, and they began to do things, and God began to move. But they had to be on one accord.
Come on, come on.
That was it. They were one accord, and God began to move. They were on one. We find it in the book of Acts. In the upper room, they were all. He started out in the book of Acts. They were all in one place. And they was all worshiping God. And then God began to move. Once everything was set, I'm not worried about it. Am I speaking? Who was that over there? Why the door coming open? Why she went to the restroom 3 times? We worried about everything else but God moving.
Amen.
Do we understand that our soul is at stake?
Our soul is at stake. Come on, Apostle, say it good.
No man know the hour nor the day when the Son of Man shall return. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Says, I don't have time to be worried about who's going to the restroom right now.
Amen. That's right. Amen.
Come on now, come on.
Speak that word.
I thank God for a Friday night service because that's the way I was raised on Friday night.
Me too.
Except Friday night in this dispensation of time is way different than the Friday night in those dispensations of time. Because
Amen.
see, when they said Friday night back then, they meant all night.
I know the things.
See, if we got out and it said 12 or somewhere around that one area, that was an early night. Thank God. That was an early
That
night.
was an early night. Okay?
Rolling on.
But we in church says more than an hour and then we getting upset.
Yes. We'll walk out on you.
Amen.
God. Oh, that was-
I don't know where it started. We put our little finger up like this.
Yeah.
I still don't know what that means yet, but okay, put your finger up. I did it too. I couldn't tell you what I was doing, but that's what they told me to do, so that's what I did.
That's right, man. Yes.
I don't know what it meant.
Okay.
But if we all get on one accord, look how God can move. Look how it can grow.
That's right.
Look how it can grow. Look at the movement that God can do.
Yes.
I like that.
And I love a prophetic service that will allow God to speak into your life.
Yes. Yes.
But we got to open up to allow God to speak into our lives.
Yes.
We got to come to a point that God, whatever you say, I'm listening.
Yes.
See, it's a difference between hearing and listening.
Amen.
See, we hear a lot of stuff, but we don't listen.
Yes.
See, when you listen, then you take action to what you heard.
Yes.
My God.
Amen.
I like that.
Thank you, Jesus.
See, we hear, sis, but we're not listening.
Yes.
I heard it, but I ain't act on it.
Amen.
All right now.
I heard it, but I ain't act on it.
Come on now, you got it there.
I heard it, but I ain't act on it.
Didn't act on it. Oh my God.
See, I had to get to the point where faith went beyond my own understanding.
Yes.
I had to get to the point where faith moved and it operated in realms that I wasn't yet moving in.
My
Amen.
I had to let faith operate in places that God hadn't took me to yet.
Yes.
But I understand that faith was going to come back and get me. It was going to be all right.
Be all right. Oh, I like that.
See, I had to understand. See, I'm going back to that Friday. What I love about Friday night, we take time. My service was on Friday night. And the reason I had a schedule on Friday nights was because I didn't want to be in a rush. I wanted God to move.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
I wanted God to move. Out of everything that, if I talk, my wife talk, my daughter talk, amen, either one of us, I wanted God to move.
Oh, yeah, man. Yes. Yes.
So, I'm not happy unless God moves.
Amen.
Come on now. Come on.
I'm not one of those apostles that I need to be standing up before people preaching. Because see, it's through the fall of man that the foolishness of preaching came about.
Yes.
If man had never failed, then we wouldn't have to be standing here.
Amen. That's so true.
Amen.
But because man failed
Yes, sir.
because of disobedience,
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's good.
I promise you, this ain't in my notes. Because a lot of times it says I just teach what I hear.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
true.
But I had to get to that place
Amen.
that when you think about something, God shows it to me in my head, and I can talk about it
Yes.
to help
Yes.
elevate you to a place that God can help you.
Yes. Yes.
That's
So I'm
awesome.
just here to help you to
Yes.
get to God.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
I'm just a son. Those that are led by God have now become the sons of God.
Oh, yes.
So I'm a son.
Amen.
So we have to become led.
Yes.
Not leading, but led.
Believe it.
Yes, Lord.
We want to lead, but we need to be led.
Amen. Amen.
No wonder I can come to church and don't nothing happen. I'm trying to lead,
My God, my God.
That's
Come on.
sad.
and I need to be led.
Got that right.
And then I'm trying to lead, but I'm broken.
Lord have mercy.
If I got a picture and there's a crack in it, and I got another picture, and I begin to pour that water, that broken part of that picture, it's going to leak all out.
My God.
So everything you get is just leaking out.
Right.
You got to be
That's
repaired.
something. Yes, you do.
You got to be repaired.
My
Yes.
God, my God.
That's awesome.
We don't want to have altar call no more. We having a race to get to McDonald's that don't close.
That's it.
Can't get up.
It ain't gonna close. It'll be all right. It's not gonna close. The Big Mac is waiting on you.
Yes,
I
yes,
It'll be
yes.
there. You know, Apostle, I just think over the many times that I would have made the wrong decision if the hand of God wouldn't have been on me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My God.
See, just because I walk in the title of apostle don't mean that I ain't never messed up.
That's
Can I just straighten that
Come
mess
on
up
now, you
tonight?
better
I'm
say it.
talking about me.
Yes, sir.
That's right, Apostle.
I was never one of those that tell you, the preachers who tell you, all I ever wanted to do was preach. No, that wasn't me.
No.
All I wanted to do was get out the church. I had one of them mothers, that's all she knew how to say was church.
My God.
If she'd have said any other thing but church, I'd have been happy.
That's right.
But we go to church twice a week, and that's too much.
Come on.
But I was raised in an organization that it's not like this anymore. Well, it's not the same type of organization anymore. But I was raised in what they call the old school Cody church.
Yes.
And praise and worship, just praise and worship, was an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yes. Yes.
That's just praise and worship. That ain't the whole entire
That's
service.
not the whole service.
Amen.
The,
Yes.
the preacher ain't got up yet. We just talking about praise and worship.
Come on, say it.
Y'all want to do everything wrapped up and gone. But my life is raggedy as a mango. See, the further I move away from God, the worse things get. But I can't even stay long enough
To get
To
something.
get to
Hey.
to get connected to get a change.
Wow.
Yes, to
Let's
get
go. Say it, man of God.
Yes,
Speak
yes.
that word.
So when Apostle McLaughlin had the opportunity to say, listen, church, go over front, and come down on front. I said, okay, let's do it.
Yes, sir. I'm
But
glad.
I need it.
That's what I need it too.
Amen.
I need it.
There you go. I feel you in this
Thank
place.
you.
Wow.
Because I need it.
Yes. Thank you,
When 2 or 3 are gathered in my
Lord.
name,
Yes.
then I, God.
My God.
Yes, Lord.
When 2 or 3 are gathered in my name.
Yes.
We read over these scriptures and we have gloss eyes. We read over them and we, hand me my rag. I feel like God moving. And we read over these scriptures and we don't have full understanding of what we read.
Uh-huh. My God. My God.
As Apostle McLaughlin said when he was teaching Sunday school that time I came down, he said we don't need to come to Sunday school to learn.
That's true.
It's a shame that, you know, the only scriptures we got memorized is those ones when we were 6 doing our Easter speech. And we still saying the same scriptures. And we 36.
Talk to me about that.
30 years later, we doing the same 2
You
scriptures.
better
Time for
say it
change.
good. It's time for a
Time
change.
for a change.
Oh, wow. Oh, I like that. That That's awesome.
And then if I come and tell them that ain't no such thing as Easter, then I'm a bad preacher.
Oh, you a bad person.
If I come and tell them that Easter is actually copied after a pagan holiday,
Pagan holiday.
It's in there.
if I come and tell them that Easter was the English word for the Hebrew word Ishtar, which was the goddess of fertility,
Oh, tell me about it.
and the goddess of fertility, they
Yes.
did things in the spring, the eggs and all that. That's what when we do the eggs and the coloring, those were offerings to the goddess
Yes.
of Ishtar.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
My God. Talk to us, son.
But I'm not gonna mess with your theology on tonight. I'm not
No,
gonna
keep
go
on
there.
going.
I'm not gonna mess with your theology.